Right, okay. Okay. We had a bit of a hiccup. That's why it was so quiet. I didn't realize, but my Streamlabs OBS lost the headset completely. Mac, you broadcasting me? So anyway, yeah, I just got some nice iced coffee from the wife, and everybody's happy on the site, so we can start streaming. Okay, so the purpose of this stream, guys, is not the Zibo test. This is an internet speed test. I had so much trouble with my internet, it wasn't even funny. So right now I'm looking at the frames and the dropped frames and the kilobits per second that it's pushing out. So it's pushing between 2 and 3.2 thousand kilobytes per second, and it's using 4.9% of the CPU, 30 FPS going out, whatever. So that's the purpose. It's just to test it. We've had 2 sets of technicians come out to look at the line. We've had the ISP fight the whole process through. So, well, anyway, so far so good. I don't know any packet loss at this point in time. If there's anything, if you pick up on anything, please let me know. For the rest, me and Kevin are going to fly this very quick flight, and I think I need to connect my VA to see him, obviously.
You do.
Thank you, Mohammed, and welcome, Mohammed. Thanks for that compliment. So yeah, there we go. There's Kevin. He's just there. He is. Hi. And remember your ACARs, Kevin.
Yeah, I've already set it away.
All right. I'm at the point where I can literally close the doors and start the APU. So when you're about 5 minutes from push, tell me. Or maybe 10 minutes from push, then I'll get going.
Okay, I'm taking 22 left.
Yep, that's true. And I'm taking 17 right on the other side.
Okay, got you.
Oh, I forgot, but that's fine. That's still open. The rest can close. Alright, I'm busy loading my packs now. Guys, if you ever come to visit me at my house, please remind me to ask my wife to make some iced coffee for us, if that's something you'll think. It's magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she makes it so good.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
Coffee flavoured ice cream would be nice as well, Nico.
Oh, she makes that as well. Mm-hmm.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Kevin, what did somebody give you for your cruise altitude?
33,000.
Ah, gave me 35, so I'll have to push it a bit.
Is there a notification board above the bed
Where?
at your house, the guest bed?
No, sir. No, it's in the hallway.
Uncle John slept here.
Oh, no. What he did was on my whiteboard here in my office, he put Uncle John was here. In the top left corner in the whiteboard. And on Shanae's cast on her arm, he's put there something like Granddad was here or
Well, you have to
something.
get one of those in this country. They put these blue plaques on the walls outside of where famous people have stayed or lived.
Okay.
You'll have to you'll have to get one of those made for your outside of your house.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So connected, bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings from Vancouver.
And how is Vancouver doing?
We have a very rare sunny day today.
Yeah.
It's warm here, isn't it, Paul?
Just start me a PU, Nico.
Right, mine is ready to push then. I'm gonna push.
Roger that.
Starting pushback.
What
Go
are you
ahead, start the engine.
testing today, Nico?
My internet speed. That's all.
You got a new package?
No, we got a new package at the end of last month, beginning of this month, and it's been absolute rubbish until now. They had to send 2 teams of guys out to come and spit, polish, clean, replace whatever, you know. Voila, it's working.
Nice, makes the
Mm.
difference.
Yeah.
I'm switching to fiber optic here next Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, I was on 50-50, you know, 50 up, 50 down for 5 years. And then I discovered the ISP is cheating me. They were charging me the same price as I signed up with, but the 100 meg package was cheaper at this time. So I had to move to the new 100 meg package, and all hell broke loose afterwards.
Yeah. I found out I can upgrade to one gig up, 1 gig down through my company that I have. Like I run a company through my house and run it all through that. So I took the opportunity and did that. So we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. Hello, Kent. Welcome.
By the way, Nico, I'm supposed to be working now, so you're bad influence, my friend.
I'm so sorry.
Operation complete. Set the parking brake.
It's all Paul's fault, anyways.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
It's always Paul's fault.
Kent, one of the things, look, I've been in IT for 30 years now, and one of the problems that you have being an ISP specifically is the moment you admit that you made a mistake or that you are at fault, the guys tend to sue them, okay? Because then it's loss of income, this and that, the other, you understand? So there's a general consensus, and it's just something they do. They will never admit they did something wrong or what was wrong. They'll always tell you a story because they don't want you to sue them. And unfortunately, you know, when you're looking for answers, it's very, very difficult in the ISP world, to be honest, because of that reason, because you're going to lose money when you're honest. And then as a consumer, it's very difficult to really trust what they say when you know this fact. So it's just one of those silly things that, you know, if you speak to somebody long enough and you can kind of human engineer them to trust you a little bit, they're willing to say a little bit more, you know, things like that. But in a situation like this, I can virtually guarantee you that what they did here was a smokescreen. It's a good idea to clean it out. Yes, there could be dust in it. They could have taken it out. But it will not create the problem that we had. It's too much for me to believe that nonsense. Somewhere somebody went and changed the part after 3 weeks of screaming and shouting and threatening to leave the service for another service, That's when they started to act up, and I can virtually guarantee you they went and they changed the part somewhere down the line upstream, you know. But I'd still like the smoke screen. I still like them to come here and clean everything, and it was a nice exercise at the end of the day. And so far, so good. I mean, the torrents, for one, the Zibo torrents, was so badly affected. If Zibo released a new update today, it would take me to upload that 2 and 3 or 4 or 30 megabytes. I think it's 30 megabytes now. It would probably take me a good part of half a day to upload it because it was that bad. Yeah, I was doing 66 kilobytes on a 100 meg line. I mean, anybody that understands the IT side of things will tell you that's just stupid. But anyway, okay, that's it. Whatever they did, thank you very much to the guys. I'm happy. You know, we're back in business, it seems, and my son can play his games again without, you know, rage quitting, you know, all the time. So. Right, okay, so that's done. We need, hang on, where's this thing? Yes, that's the parking brake. This new headset is phenomenal, Thunder, but I'm struggling to hear sounds on the outside. This thing seals my ears heavy. So I didn't realize this pushback truck was even finished, you know. When I'm alone, I can put the volume up and I can hear it. But with everybody home, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Understood. I noticed that right away when I received mine.
I love this headset. I mean, it's probably the best one ever, except for the Creative Labs one that I had like 5 years ago. I think if I put the two together, they're basically the same thing, to be honest. Very close to each other. And that was the last great headset I ever had, and now this one. So I'm still happy with it, but it really seals my ear. I struggle to hear on the outside. Poor old Uncle John sits here next to me and he chats, and I have to physically pull the thing away from my ear to actually hear what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of times I have to take one halfway off my ear so that I can hear anybody that's sitting beside me.
Yep.
What's nice is I can swear at him and he hasn't got a clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, and then you just smile at me when I look at you. I was wondering what the hell that was about. Now we know. Uncle John, I thought you loved me. Oh. Now he's just shrugging his shoulders. Can you believe it? Ooh, something has gone wrong here. Hold on. No, it's not the pedals. Look at my tiller. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin, it's gonna take a second.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Zibo profile, Uncle John, thank you very much, but for some reason this thing has gone totally weird. Well, we'll see now, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, now that's balanced it again. Sorry, Kevin.
No problem, I'm right behind you.
Is it causing a traffic jam, Kev?
He is, John, you know what he's like.
Oh, we'll keep it to ourselves. We won't advertise it.
Well, I just wish he would read those instruction manuals, you know, that fellow, that South African fellow.
I know the one you're on about. Nico, somebody or other.
That's it, yeah.
What was it? Hold on, Nico. Yeah, I'm sure it was Nico. For the life of me, I can't remember his surname.
You cracked me up.
we're blessed tonight. We've got Mr. Mackin and Paul.
Yeah.
Good to see you there, guys.
Yeah.
It's not every night you get Pinky and Perky, you know.
Stop it.
Pinky and Perky and Pinky and the Brain. Ooh.
But we
You know what?
we built our house out of bricks this time.
Sorry, Kevin. I have to stop listening to the banter and actually concentrate, but I need to turn a bit here. Oops.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Right, so let's check everything. Given my APU is just starting up again, I forgot to leave it on. I want to do a bleeds off takeoff.
Okay.
Right, there we go. This runway is only 1,960 meters, eh? 1679, there we go.
Yeah, quite surprised at the length of these runways here. With it being Chicago, you think it would be a lot longer.
Yeah, mid. What the? I think
Approaching.
this is midway actually. I
Two
don't know.
left.
I don't know these names that well. The
Yeah,
airport next door is the big one. That's the big international.
Yeah.
He's got a big ones. These are the for the regional southwests and stuff.
On runway 2 left.
Right, Toga.
Thank you. Give me 3 minutes.
Shop. Here we go. Bit bumpy up here, Kevin.
What's that betting he's gone for a coffee and a fag?
Mm. This coffee is good, eh? Very much so. That looks nice.
Okay, Nico, I'm rolling.
Okay, Kevin.
Where you been? Coffee and a fag?
I went for a ciggy.
Told you. Knew it.
Yep.
How's Reginald anyway? I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
I haven't seen him myself, John. I think he's busy putting posts in on his back garden fence or something.
Okay.
Mac,
Yes.
as a matter of interest, because I know you used to like it, I got my 407 helicopter going again.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. I bought the Cowan Sim 206 as well, just to see what that's like. I still prefer my 206.
I'm going to say they brought out this 206 mainly for MSF 2020, didn't they?
No. The Cowan Sim is for X-Plane.
Oh, the 206, okay. No, I'm saying, has that been out some time?
I'm not sure when it was released, but it was recent. It's not an old. It's very
Okay,
recent.
because there's a new one being released for 2020, I think.
I don't know.
And,
Sorry, I don't know.
yeah, I appreciate you won't buy that.
Mm.
But I wondered whether it was a carrier. I don't remember which company. The 407, I haven't flown it for ages.
Yeah, I love my 407. I mean, you can see the age when you compare the two. The Cowan Sim is much better looking, newer technology, I would think, in terms of PBR and all kinds of fancy textures. But I still prefer my 407. That's just me.
Yeah, I've flown it for ages. I haven't.
Is that 2020 thingy still going?
Yeah, believe it. Well, I think it's 2020 updated a few times, but they're still calling it 2020, I think.
Oh, so I don't know why I thought it had folded.
No, there's a lot of guys supporting that.
There's a lot of, and due respect to them, there is even some real pilots and everything that do fly in it. Even those that actually stream, John.
One day, Mac, one day we'll have a look at it. When
I have.
Sorry?
No, carry on.
All I wanted to say is when the PMDG 738 comes, I'm definitely going to get it because they owe me that money. So I'll get that and we'll do 1 or 2 streams with it just to see what it's like,
Yeah. But the number of flight simmers that are now streaming on Twitch has dropped off.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the guys have gone over to Facebook's. I can't see how they can stream on Facebook. I did it. It was okay at the time, but not as my main platform. That's still YouTube.
I think you'll find YouTube's picked up most of them. Yeah, I think Twitch, I don't know, perhaps the mainstream games can still keep it going, but there's certain things that Twitch have been doing that are driving people away.
Yeah, well, when I left Twitch, it was out of my own accord. I just didn't feel comfortable there at that time. I'm still keeping the back door open. I'm not getting rid of it. It will be there.
To try and increase their income, they keep on pushing more and more adverts in, and that just pushes the viewing figures away. It's crazy.
No, it makes sense. Everybody complains about that. LO737.
Fair dues to YouTube. Yes, they throw adverts up, but after 5 seconds you can cancel it. I'll live with that.
Twitch also has become very censor heavy. I know quite a few people that were cancelled from that platform for merely having people, I don't know, swearing at their channels or things that are not that offensive, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way as well.
Well, if yeah, you know what, I'm not going to say this live on air. I'll tell you afterwards what my opinion is about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'm hooked up to 11 YouTube streams for osprey nests at the moment.
I think we'll just get the cruise and then we'll be at top of descent virtually.
Yeah, I can see the top of descent already there on my ND. There's like 20, it's less than 40 nautical miles in between. So we're just going to be there and then dive again. I think let's do this. Let's get into this preparation so long.
What did we give him? Just orange juice?
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. No, the hostesses, no, they only gave the people orange juice. There's nothing spiked in it, Uncle John. We don't want the rowdy crowd when we want to descend and land and get them out for the next bunch to come in, you know. Not gonna work. No, it's just orange juice today.
Orange juice with strum or just orange juice?
No, not spiked. It's just plain orange juice.
Dimitri, it depends which seat you're in, mate.
Who you know. It depends, let's be honest, it depends on who you know. Okay, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Hey John, did Nico introduce you to strum over there in South Africa?
Negative, sir. I'm still waiting.
Not a nice font that I'm struggling to read it. I have to go really close. Check that, check what Kent is saying. He says there's a brand new Mexico City airport. Haha, MMSM. I just bought the other one so that I could start and stop the Iveo tour. That MXMN, whatever it's called, the original one. But want a free upgrade.
Question for you. Has anybody been into Sanford Airport yet? Which is an overspill airport for Orlando, just out of interest.
That's a negative on my side, John.
Yeah, it's looking that way all throughout. I just suddenly thought about it today. I landed in there a couple of times and I thought, I need to go and have a look and see that airport.
Oh, Nico.
Yes, Mac.
You know when you were doing your emergency light check the other day for the wheel well, and you said that you had the slide lights or the escape.
Yeah.
What triggers that?
Yeah. Switch them on. There.
hang on.
It will
Let me
come on
go
your
to
screen just now.
3. Hang on.
In actual fact, I think it's down. Sorry, I was switching them off. You need to put them on the on.
Hang on, let me come to where I moved away from your page for a minute. Gotta find it again.
It's just
I thought that automatically switched them on when you closed the cover.
No, it puts him on standby, Kevin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, because otherwise passengers are going to sit there, bite their nails and their toenails because they see
Yeah.
this emergency thing on
Oh,
the whole time.
That one, yeah. Well, mine, I've got it on and it's not, they're not showing.
Format reload that machine, Mac. Just don't waste time. Just reinstall everything, man.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I've got the
story.
What,
Yeah.
what have you done to him, Mac? He's just thrown his dolly out the pram.
No, Mac, I don't know. I swear. We'll have to sit together at some time and flick the switches and see which one works.
For another 2 hours.
Another 2 hours. Kevin, we won't ask you to fly with when we do that, don't worry.
Ah, I know what it is at the moment.
What? Okay,
On.
will it quick?
Armed and on are two different things, aren't
Of course. That's just what we said.
they? So you've got to switch it on, have you?
Yeah.
Ah. Yes,
I'll give
it's
him
all
his
right.
dolly back.
Yeah, thank you. Mine are working. It's all right.
Okay.
I was so until the things are deployed or you whatever. If they're armed, they only come on when they.
Yeah, when they triggered.
Yeah. That's probably why they weren't showing. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Small little thing like that.
Doesn't
So-
tell me that. Didn't tell me that in installation instructions.
You tell him, Mac.
Mac, I think we'll have to put that in the checklist. It won't be in the installation instructions.
Speak to the fella who wrote it.
Who's that, Kev?
Well, I wrote
Look,
both,
that's
so I get the message. Don't worry. I know my friends. Friends like you, I don't need enemies. Ah. No.
Yeah,
All
that's
joking
true.
aside, that's something that definitely needs to go to the
No,
brief.
it makes perfect sense because if you read the PDF, it probably tells you in the PDF for the, whatever you call it.
EFB guide.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
tell you. But anyway,
Right.
Mac, it might not be in the EFB guide because it's the
No,
overhead.
'cause- yeah, it's true. But there again, you wouldn't want it on. I mean, you fly it within the armed position. You don't
Exactly.
fly it in the armed position.
It only goes on once it gets that
Yeah.
knock on the sensor, to tell it there's a problem.
I was reading a report about an aircraft that had to return to base because of I can't remember which airport it was. An aircraft landed in an airport, was only going to be on the ground for 3 hours, but because they had a lot of bug reports, the maintenance engineer decided to put the pitot tube covers on, and the captain did a walk around. He missed them.
Wow.
The maintenance engineer told the maintenance man who goes into the cockpit and passes the aircraft off and everything. He didn't log it, so the aircraft took off with the pitot covers on.
Wow.
The aircraft, it got in the air, But they actually said, although there was some, because of other features built into the system, but the actual pitot tube speeds never went above 38 knots. Even though
Yeah.
the standby instrument was giving a reading, there was a discrepancy between the captains and the co-pilots, but it also takes account of GPS position and things like this as well. So it can work out speeds from that. It just goes to show how much everything's all integrated, but how
Yep.
easy it is to make mistakes.
Yeah. Uncle John says it's scary.
Yeah, it is. But that was all because they'd had reports of mismatches, of bugs crawling into pitot tubes while they were on the ground, even for a short period such as 3 hours. So this particular engineer habit was to put the pitot tubes on, covers on. But how complacent a pilot can get when he does his walk-around checks. You know what will happen next? You have to wear a body cam when you do your walk-around checks.
Probably. Kent, at this time, everybody's just speculating. And
Yeah.
it's wild speculation. We don't know for sure.
Yeah. They found one of the black boxes.
But is it usable, Mac?
Yeah, it's the CVR one, and although it's well bashed up, they're saying the memory module area is probably going to be,
It's okay.
probably going to be readable, yeah. That was yesterday evening. Let me have a look. I'll tell you in a second if there's any more updates.
It will always be Boeing plus the local guys, so that it's checked. Kent, I'm just looking at the information I've got here. It was cruising at 29,000.
Right, they've recovered engine parts. They haven't found.
It's the fact that it was vertical back.
Well, that is potentially misleading, John. That picture is supposing that the aircraft is going straight down. But if it was going away from, if that aircraft was just without wings,
Gotcha,
flying away,
gotcha. Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
well, they actually said the forward motion at that time was 30 knots. If you actually look, the ground speed...
The forward
was-
motion was maybe
Yeah.
30 knots, but the vertical was 30,000 foot a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Working out the speed, and then they worked out what the vertical speed was, and then they, given the feet per minute, they can work out what the vertical speed was. At that particular time, they reckon it was still travelling ground speed 30 knots.
Yeah, but the actual speed here that I'm reading off the table that's here in
It's
Discord,
350 odd. Yeah,
376 knots.
yeah. That's
And
what
this-
I'm on about.
Yeah, this thing
Yeah.
this thing went over 558 knots, 590 during the
No,
descent.
it didn't. That's the whole point. That was, there isn't one, that table
Mm.
doesn't, that's in Discord, isn't it? You've
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
one. Where does it say?
It was cruising at 457, then it went down 386, then 429, 520, 551, 556. So the forward motion might be only 30 knots, but this thing was flying airspeed 76.
No, if you look at the top, I think that's miles per hour.
I don't know, it doesn't say, it just says speed.
Yeah, that's why I said there's information. It's grabbed from flight radar, and I believe that's in miles per hour, not in
Could
knots.
be. So it's still a hell of a lot. The fact of the matter is,
it never went above 370 knots. I don't think.
No, it's gotten to, well, knots maybe are true, but the miles is like high. 590 is the highest during that descent.
Yeah, but nobody ever talks in miles per hour these days.
No. SK Sun, thanks. I'm not aware of the specs of it, so if that's true, that's amazing. So I hope it works. Kent, 29,000. It depends on how long the flight is. This flight, Debrief gave me at 35,000, but it's less than an hour. I could have easily cruised here. I would say 28,000. You know, to get a decent cruise space. You know, but we didn't just go up and then down again. So when we fly between Joburg and Durban, for instance, you know, depending on which way you go, we fly like at 27 or 28,000. Sometimes, you know, depending on the aircraft and the load, the guys go up 30, 31. You know, it all depends on the length of that flight. Is it worth it to go higher? I think if I just think back at FlightAware, the American pilots like to fly, you know, if they're empty, they go 41,000 feet. So they've got a different philosophy. They will climb and they will go as high as they can, as quick as they can, and nosedive the moment they get there. You know, it's just a different philosophy. They've got a different way of doing things. We don't operate like that.
I just flew with Nico. I just flew last week with WestJet on the 737.
Yeah.
From Vancouver to Calgary, which is about, I don't know, maybe an hour and 10 minutes or whatever it is. 41,000.
Yeah, you see, they do that
in the 737, and it's an hour flight. So basically, we took off Vancouver, reached 41,000, and I mean, you can tell when you level up in the plane, and then a minute later back down again.
Yes, I know. That's
right.
That's something I've picked up. That's like a standard thing for the North American pilots.
But that happens quite a bit from the aircraft that hop across from Dublin as well into the UK. Top of climb can be anything from 3 minutes to 7 minutes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
That's weird.
Just out of interest, latest on that 737, the main debris at the crash site is confined within a 30-meter radius.
Wow.
By 20 meters deep.
Wow. Wow.
But they have found one piece, 1.3 meters by 0.1 meters from the aircraft, was 14 kilometers west of the crash site.
Oh my goodness, so something broke off.
Well, I still think for some reason there has been a major decompression at that altitude. Whether it is drag that caused it to change into a dive motion because it would be on autopilot, I don't know.
We'll find out.
If you had a sudden decompression, there was no communication between the cockpit after the initial start of descent. Absolutely none, even though ground control were trying to contact them.
Wow.
So it could have been just a serious, it could be a blast, it could be a structural failure, or whatever. And the fact that it kept going forwards, the speed makes me think that it was in an auto mode of some sort. I'd have lost the autopilot or something, but yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's all conjecture at the moment.
Yeah. We're all speculating. Kent, yes, you're right. For a 2-hour flight, I wouldn't fly a 290. But then I want to tell you something else. I've been flying the Aviation World Tour the last couple of days while I'm working here, and the sim is running in the background, and I'm keeping my eye on it. Most of my last flights coming through the Arabian Peninsula, through Europe, I'm now in South America. Most of the flights were scheduled by Debrief. It was given to me to fly a 3-hour flight at 32,000. And I checked the winds. That was the best wind level. So, you know, sometimes you get issues like that. You know, the guys want to save some money, so the wind is, you know, in your favor at 290, then you fly 290. It's a very uncomfortable altitude, I think, to fly for a Boeing, but you know, it does happen. Somebody has been keeping me there. I told Uncle John, yeah, I think I had 2 flights. The one was 34 and the other one was 36 the other day. I went, wow, what a refreshing change.
Yeah, it's all to do with cost saving.
Going back to that data thing you were looking at, Nico, if you look at the cruise speed, it was 457 cruise speed, so it's got to be miles per hour.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because they do it. Yeah, I'm with you. Kent also, I think it was Kent, reminded us, remember, China also works in meters. They don't work in feet. So.
Yeah, it was 29,100 feet. It was 8,900 meters, I think it was.
Yeah.
But it was 29,100 feet.
Yeah, but radar, I don't think, unless the payware works different to the freeware version, I don't think they substitute feet for meters just because it's a Chinese airspace.
You can change between metric anyway. There's in the Zibo.
You can. Yeah, you just press this button there. Now you've got meters.
Yeah.
3,140 meters.
Yeah.
There's our flight path vector as well.
Yeah.
What you need? What you need? Oh no, we've descended a long time. We're at 10,000 already. Oh, it's very small. I need to put that 32-inch screen.
I'll tell you what I thought was quite impressive. Did you see that article about John Travolta?
Yeah, I actually follow him on TikTok, and he actually had his TikTok video out a day or two before the news went viral about it, and it's really cool.
Yeah, but you see how old he is when he...
No, I
now,
didn't
currently, he's 68.
Yeah, currently he's 68, yes.
And he's only just got his... I mean, he's got a 707 and a 747 licenses. But, I mean, it just goes to show he's still with it enough that he can get his 737 pilot's license at that age.
Absolutely.
Oh, another thing that came out about that crash thing, Nico. There were 3 crew in that.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a pilot. The second pilot was somebody who was just doing sort of like learning. He'd only got 5 156 hours on type. But
Ah.
the first officer had got 31,769 flight hours on his log.
Wow.
Now, I'm not going to say that was all 737, but
Yeah.
Captain had 6,700 flight hours total, and the first officer 31,769. That's a fair few days in the air, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Kevin,
Yes, sir.
I'm at 6,100 feet. I'm about to turn on the approach here.
Okie dokie, I've just passed 13,000.
And there was me thinking you'd gone for another fag.
No,
I
he's...
sneak him in every now and again.
Ah.
I'm just wondering how a man gets 31,000 hours flying time in and doesn't get promoted.
Oh, perhaps he... it doesn't say he wasn't qualified, but he was... Because he was there for the second pilot, he was flying first pilot. And who's to say that he wasn't doing a check of the captain?
Could be trainer pilot, yeah.
Yeah, so he could have quite well been an actual captain. It's just that he was flying the first pilot's position. But just goes to show that even with all that experience, the situation got the better of him. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, Mac, that's scary. Yeah, but 21 knot, almost crosswind.
Oh, have fun.
And you.
Yeah, you do, Kevin.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, join the army, they said. It will be fun, they said. You'll see the world, they said. We are literally grabbing approximately, I'm guessing, 7 degrees.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how it's grabbing. Lekker skief. Hold on, dear hats, brothers and sisters.
I brought a bowl tonight, Nick. I'll put it under your seat so we don't wet the carpet.
Okay, so, but you shouldn't tell people those things, man. You know.
You just can't keep a secret, can you?
Nah. And
Oh, sorry. Have I let the cat? I'm sorry.
Uncle John.
At least it's not quite a toilet roll required.
Yeah. Tell you what, You owe me that 10,000 rand I bribed you with. I want it back. I told you only keep it if you keep quiet.
Did you get your printer, Nico?
No, Kevin, again, not something we can discuss on air, but incompetence abound, my friend. Just
Okay,
because
okay.
somebody... Woo, no, wait, I almost said something. Wait, shut up. Hello, Krister. I don't have time to Google Translate, but I reckon you're asking if everything is okay. Yes, everything is okay. I'm gonna land now with a nasty 20 knot crosswind at this point in time. Hello, Steve. Yes, Kent, I agree. When I still used to fly, we used to call them wee johns. It was a little plastic bag, you know, that had the filling at the bottom that you get in pads, for instance. And we just weed in them and you zip them up at the top and keep them separate. I mean, it all, that doesn't, you know, work really great.
Approaching 17 right.
$23-22 knots, Uncle John. Keep your eye on that. I'm gonna have to turn and kick
500
like crazy now. Behind me somewhere, not too far, Uncle John. Kevin, where are you?
Approaching decision height.
I'm not too far. I'm about 5 miles out from turning in on the ILS.
Okay. Did you hear Uncle John?
Minimums. 100.
Hey, there's the rudder work, there's the aileron work. Keep your wits together, brother. Yo, had to work for that one.
That was nice, actually.
Yes.
Credit where credit's due.
Thanks, Mac. Yes, I had to work that one. Yo.
You had to hold that wing down.
Oh, yeah. I had to fight like crazy, but it was a good one.
5,000
I didn't
feet
see what
remaining.
Landing rate was. Anybody catch it?
According to the ACARS, it's 181.
Good luck, Kevin.
Rab says 176.
Very nice. And it was virtually on the spot as well.
Yeah, right. Wow. Thanks, guys. Need to catch my breath. Wow. Man, I tell you what, your mind is a powerful thing. You live yourself into this, eh? There's no difference between you sitting in your chair here behind your desk and flying that bloody thing, except the feeling isn't there. But I mean, your mind is so powerful, it tricks you completely. You believe you're there, eh?
The good news is that bucket I put under his seat, it's dry. I don't know how that worked out, but there you go.
It's practice, Uncle John. And I'm embarrassed that last time was terrible, you know, so I think I learned some lessons, you know. And
You mean there's not even any sweat in it?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. No, tonight was brilliant.
I bet he sat on a blooming towel with some plastic underneath.
I'll check later, Mac.
See, where do we want to go park now? Thank you, Ken. Thanks for watching, stopping by. Yeah, I'm over most of my sick feeling. My daughter is okay. Zibo is okay. Everybody else that's been chatting in the development server seems to be okay. So we'll get on track the moment Lubos gets a break from real world, and I'll start streaming a little bit more. Uncle John's going home on Saturday, which is a hard sore for me.
Is that why them flags are out outside?
Yeah, no, hanging off mast, you know, I mean, really, Uncle John.
Did you hear that, Paul?
I was wondering why I had that invite to a party on Sunday at Nico's.
Oh, no, man. Give it, you were just
Oh,
complaining
let
Uncle
it
John
out.
can't keep a secret.
Oh no, terrible.
Oh, you bugger. Anyway, no, all jokes aside, yeah, it's he's hard sore. But at the same time, you know, our rhythm will kind of become normal again and things will change a bit. And then I want to start doing those training videos. My heart's really reaching out to them. I really, really want to do them.
Paul, did we all to tell customs that there's somebody coming back from South Africa that's trying to import some gems that they've ingested?
Oh, Mac, he's just sitting here shaking his head. It's unbelievable. You thought he's your friend. Oh, he's just...
Well, you said to me about that he was coming home with some stones of some sort. Or something.
Kidney stones, Mac. Kidney stones.
Oh, not... Oh, right.
Can you imagine?
They're not worth a light, Mac, honestly. Customs will not be interested in kidney stones.
Can you imagine? There might be a Chinese herbal doctor or something with a little cup waiting for you, but I don't think customs will worry about it. Oh, shame. My goodness.
Where are you, Kev?
Just about to land, John.
Safe landing, lad.
Thank you.
Are you gonna let us see him come in, Nico? See if he can plonk it down as well as you did. Oh, he's still crabbing. He's still crabbing. He's still crabbing. He's still crabbing. Oh, he's a little late decrabbing here. Oh,
Hey, get off the grass. Get off the grass.
Oops. Oops.
Someone spilled their coffee. I forgot I had my foot on the pedal.
I'm going to put that on YouTube tonight.
I think somebody's going to be billing you for some runway edge lights. I don't know, Kevin.
Yeah, I think so. I was just testing them to make sure they were all right.
You need another coffee and a fag, I think, Kev.
Tell you what, Nico, before you switch it all off, just go and see what Zibo's landing rate check thing says for you on that one. I reckon you've got a good one there. Oh, go on, what's the next page say then? What's the next page say for that?
Sorry, Mac, you're not hearing me at all. It is cycling through, so the landing rate was great and the approach was excellent.
Yeah, but there was no, although you've only got landing rate was great, there's actually no deficiencies at all, look, see?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
No. I
Wonder why you got marked down, that was all.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't say, not as far as I know, it doesn't spill the beans on that.
It's just, that was why I did, it wasn't because I was trying to catch you out. I thought you'd done everything so well there, I was expecting to see nothing for the deviation.
I'm with you. Well, It could be that because I'm crabbing, it didn't like my not landing on the middle center line or something like that.
Well, it didn't show you deviation or everything. I don't mind, yeah. It could be
my
something,
doors.
but it was something very minor, put it that
Mm.
way, in relation.
Sorry, guys, that door is now open. Just pretend you don't see it.
I got an excellent and a good.
Okay.
You got what?
Excellent and a
Excellent
good.
and a good.
And
Did
there
you
was
get
me.
any deviations on page 2?
Oh, let me have a look.
I'm not going to. You don't have to shout them out, Kevin. I mean, I'm not trying to embarrass you. Nico got none at all. That's what, which, as I say, I didn't see any major issues with the way he came in. There's the touchdown. Early touchdown there. And there's the 2. It was just. That was virtually on the touchdown zone. That was why it was all looked so good. And the only thing, Nico, is your air brakes.
We were just talking about it, Mac. I had it armed. It did deploy and then it retracted itself, and I don't know why. I must be honest.
Well, perhaps when you kicked the rudder, you just caught the toe brake a bit. And if you caught the toe brake, then it would retract them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
It's very easy to catch the toe brake.
Yeah, no, I understand. Uncle John, just thought of something else. I think the turkeys are safe in the cargo hold. Yeah, we did a good job. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I'll have to check it. I don't understand, but Mac could be right. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, it's not. It's just the fact that how the sim controls work there are so touchy. You haven't got any null. There'd be a bit of null on the real manuals, but in the flight sim world, you haven't got that null.
Yo.
Look at that. Oh, just on the touchdown zone. It was a beautiful landing.
Yeah. Anyway,
It was very nice, that Nico. Thank you.
thank you for flying with, Kevin.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
And thank you for your company, guys, because I'm going to shoot. I need the loo, and Nico's about to shut down anyway. So before that, I'm bidding you all a very good night.
Good night, Uncle John.
Nice to see you. We'll catch you again.
Roger, sir.
Right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, go enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk soon again, and thank you for watching and helping me test my internet. I'm just looking at the stats at this moment. I've had 0 dropped frames. Compared to the other day, we had 25%. This is amazing.
Well, I'm glad it was sorted, Nico. Back in business. Now all you've got to do is to get rid of those people that keep on, you know, distracting you.
No, so I'm really gonna miss Uncle John.
I bet you will. Yeah.
Yeah, we're already talking about the next trip, so hopefully that happens soon, guys. Anyway, yeah, let's talk later. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you, Nigo.
Bye.
Bye.